People, I had trouble setting up the river sluice. And what I thought about is, I know I've got this tin steel tubing. It's real light stuff. It's very thin gauge, and I said, shit, if I can put bloody legs there, I'll make some kind of clamps, and I'll put these legs into that clamp and adjust them. I can put the legs on each bloody thing and put it in the creek and adjust the legs, and then the sluice will be perfect. I can adjust it perfectly. I don't need to put rocks and shit under to keep the sluice on the correctly. And then I was thinking about doing that, and then because I thought about that once previously, and what's happened is what I forgot, because I like cleaning it up every bucket, so I pick it up, the legs come with it, I go over there and I empty it all out. Then when I go and put it back, unless I hit a bullseye and put it exactly where I got it from, I need to readjust the bloody legs again, because then it might land on a rock over here, and like, you know, it's not the footpath you're setting it up on, it's a bloody riverbed, and it's all different. So I said, oh shit, that's not going to work. I need something where the legs stay behind. So what I need to do is make a stand. So now I'll show you how I'm going to make a stand. I've got all this rod. It's not rod, it's tubing. Rod would be better, but this tubing shit. And you know what it is? I think it was I found it on the street. There's these T-shaped pieces, and what they do, the rods they're a certain length, and what they do, you put these bloody tubing shit into these slots and that, and it becomes a shoe rack, and you put your shoes in there. I can't explain it anymore. Look up in your favorite Google search shoe storage or shoe rack adjustable or something. Anyway, so there's all these lengths of rod, and I've got the two longest ones, right? I've got two longest ones. There's my sluice. Now I cut up two pieces the same width as my sluice, so they'll go there, and then I'll get two of these. What I'm making is a frame, so I get two lengths. Oh, excuse me. With these things, your rods poke in. They go to a dead end. But one of them goes to a dead end that way and a dead end that way. I can't really explain it unless you actually see what these things are. I think these are available on the internet, like eBay and all that sort of stuff, but more the AliExpress, and there's another AliExpress, I forget what it's called. That Chinese bloody websites, Temu's probably got it. Anyway, with these two, this one was a dead end, but I need to be able to push this through. So what I've done, I've got a drill bit the same size as that, and there was a little wall there, and I drilled it out on that one, on that one, and that one, and that one. So now I make a frame. So I go one in there, one over here, if I'm pointing, two like that, get another one here, one like that. This won't take long. Hang on. These big long ones there. And this goes there. So that'll be all packed away in your knapsack or your bucket or whatever. And then when you get to the creek, you just do this, and you lose an amount of time doing this, but not a lot. You look along there, and it's so this sort of wiggle woggle. What you got to do is make it flat. So you look at it, you wobble it, look along there, bend it a little bit. That's it. Then you get, these are the legs. How long they got to be, I don't know. I cut them, I don't know, what's that, 10 inches or something. Then that one will go right through, like so. Another one here. Goes right through. Oh dear, that's a tight fit. Which is good, I don't want it falling out. One there. Another one there. So these 4 are the legs, will be the legs. I'll be testing this out next time I go out and see how it works. If it ever works, it might be shit. So you sort of got a frame there, see? Now, hang on, I'll get my sluice out of the way for a second. So you go to the creek, you put this all together and put it in the creek. And this one's, and before you put it in the creek, you roughly set it up how you like it. There we go, like that. And that one's a bit too long. Oh, it's hard to push. Anyway, so there we go. Now, I've got this piece of wood. I'll be taking that with me. What this is, I took it with me last time, I didn't use it. That'll go, this sits, it's longer than me sluice is wide, so it sits on the sluice, so maybe in the middle, and then a rock goes on that, because if you don't have that, then you go there, you want to stop your sluice from getting blown away, just to be sure, and you've got to find a rock that long. But if you get a piece of wood with you, you can use a smaller rock, you know, and just put it on that, and that's plenty of weight to stop it running away. So we get our sluice, no, not ready for that yet. So we get, and while that's there, we can, you put this in the where you want the sluice to be, where the running water is, and then you push these, you push it down until like the top of the so that this, put this on there. Put that so that, Jesus, so that the just roughly for now, right? Put that in so that the water flows over that and out there. I've made this a little bit too, I've cut a little bit too much off. So anyway, that'll go in there. Then you get your spirit level. Oh, let's pretend that this is set up right. So now I'll get my spirit level and I'll just pretend the water's climbing over that and going out there. You put that on there and you see that, get it nice and level. Oops, too much. A little bit more down here. And then we go over this side. Maybe put it there. This one needs to go down. There we go. Just check it. Lovely. I'll put a screw in the side of the thing so that the sluice can't. Oh, I haven't done this properly. Wait. Oh, I should have hit that. Wait a minute. I should have hit that with the. No, let's leave it. I should have hit it with this piece of wood. Wait, let me try it. What have I done here? I'm doing it stupid, I know. I don't care. I like stupid tapes. If you like stupid tapes, no. If you like stupid tapes, continue watching. If you don't like stupid tapes, you've come to the wrong place. So that, when I'm at the creek, I'll show you again, but this is just for now. So that'll go on there. I've put a screw through that so that when it, why is that screw supposed to be hitting? I must have bent this. Wait a minute. I have to open it out a bit. So that screw, I'll show you a million times, all day one screw. That screw comes, hits on this iron bar, on this tube, and stops it from going any further. I could have put a little hole here and put the screw through there so that it hits on this bottom iron bar. It would have been better, but I don't want to do that because I don't want nothing here. So anyway, so that's all set up, see? And then what I might do is just give that a tap, a few taps, tap, make sure it bottoms out on some sand or something there, and then I'll adjust all this fucking around. I can lift this up higher if it's too deep. I can lift it up higher, and if it's nowhere near deep enough, like the water's not reaching there, I can push it all down till I get it right. And that's it. So I'm going to set this up in my panning station here. I'll be setting this up over here for now, like that. I'll get me bucket under there, whatever it is, like this, something, I don't know. And I'll be running my this thing here, the pump and that, you know how that works. And I'll be running the tailings, not the tailings, the cons and shit, and see how much gold I got the other day, which was very little, but still. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is part of it. Not this. I don't need this here, but on the creek, I just want to run it without using batteries and that. Not that I have to, but that I wish to. So that'll go on there somewhere. On the creek, I don't need this stuff because water will be going in. That'll go on there. A rock will go on that to keep it from flipping or whatever. So that's it. I'll be back later with running my cons through there. For now, over. People, what I thought of something while I was setting this up. If I'm at the creek, right, and that stand is in the river, and then I want to go and do a clean up, I grab that. This stand is made of such, it's so light, either the current might just blow it away, or when I do this, when I lift the sluice up, the whole bloody stand comes up with it. I said, oh fuck, now I've got to rebalance it. So what I thought of, I've got two metal rods. That'll go, when I'm setting it up, that'll go in there, and that'll go in there, and then I get my piece of wood, which I'll have handy, because that's for the rock, and then I'll just belt these pins into the ground, and that'll if the sluice tries to get away, it can't, because these pins are there. So they'll go knock that down. If I hit a rock or something, I can always remove it from there and try this one. You know, like one on each corner would probably be better. I don't need 4 pins, I only need 2. So either that top 2 or the bottom 2, or the 2 diagonals, or two along the same plane. So that'll stop it from needing to have to adjust the stand every time. So that's that. And all this is only theoretical at the minute, because until I'm on the creek I won't know. Anyway, I've set this up. It's running at about 6 degrees. Give it some water. There you go. And this here is the cons from upstream, where I done 10 buckets, I believe. There we go. So I'll just slowly get this pointing. Good enough. I'm just chucking in half a teaspoon or so of an eating spoon. I've got very little gold, but anyway, who wants to watch me how I do it? So all me what are those called? My riffles are all full. Are they dancing? No, they're not dancing. They're not dancing. So I need to make a better map than that. I'll stick with that one for now. I'm a little bit concerned that gold might not come along and sink in, because they're not dancing to allow the gold in. Anyway, that's done. Now this other piece of stuff is when I went downstream later in the day, and I think I ran about 1 bucket, and there was 4 pieces in there or something, and that was about it really. So I'll run that later. I'll just clean this one up first. Turn the water off. Get out the way. Goes out the way. We'll grab our sluice. Bung it in the anaconda pan, which broke again, I think, but it's all right for this backwash, for this cleanup thing. It's be no good for test panning on the creek. It'll just smash. I don't recommend anaconda pans to anybody unless you prepared to repair it. This is just for people who are curious how much gold I managed. It's nothing to brag about, but prospecting should not be about bragging. It should be about going out, having a wonderful day out, and part of that wonderful day out is the reclamation. Don't go out there and dig fucking holes and just leave them. Try to make it part of the day is cleaning up and everything like that as well. Get that out. Round, round, round. Oh, I should be panning that, shouldn't I? Which I forgot to do. Here we go. Panning, panning, panning. I'm doing left, right, and slowly tipping forward until the mount goes. Then pull it back. Left, right, tipping forward. And tipping back. Tipping forward. Now I'll tip it back and I'll move it across to the small riffles. Left, right. That'll do. Now I'll put all my material what's left there next to that big riffle, and then I backwash. I reckon it might shower sometime today. Alright, that's enough to be able to see what's there. Check that out. Oh, pointing stupid, I suppose. Anyway, bugger it. So there's the story. You can see all them. Biggest piece all day. I believe it was, no, it's that piece there. I believe that was the one that I found test panning. So there's one of them, there's a couple more half close to its size, and then there's a few there. So it's not even, it's nowhere near 0.1, it's nowhere near 0.05, 0.02 I suppose. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to run that other thing and then chuck it in here with this. And then later I'll pan this out and what got away out, and just see if there's any extra crumbs I might be able to scavenge out of it. And then I might be back in the workshop with a weigh-in if my scale goes that low. For now, over. Just showing what I got from one bucket at the second part, at the afternoon part of the day. That's what I got there. You know, there's about a dozen pieces, but very small amount. I'd say that'd be half what I got in the other pan, in the other spot, in 10 buckets. This is only one bucket, so it just shows the difference. Some places got better gold than others, and you need to respect that and take advantage of it, and not dig where there's no gold, and dig where there is gold until there's no more gold, and then dig somewhere else. But I'll put all them back together, clean it up properly, let it dry, and I'll meet you back in the workshop. Over. Here's the gold. Now I don't know what's going on here. Maybe that's how much was there. Maybe when it's wet, it shines and the brilliance makes it look bigger. Maybe it's my eyesight shit. Maybe it's the water fills the gaps in between each granule or particle and separates them by an amount and pushes each granule away from each other. Whatever it is, when it's fucking wet, and when it's wet it looks more than when it's dry. I did press the button, yeah. Anyway, that's it there. I did press the button, yeah. There it is there. Anyway, look, way less than I thought. I went through my panning. A whole bunch of gold got away. Let's get this thing happening. Onto the 0 there. Do I use this anymore? No. I use it. Oh, there's crap in there. Re-zero it again. Here we go. It's probably 0.05 on a good day. There's about half. 0.01. 0.02. And that's it. Yep. 0.03. How pathetic. I'll put the light on for you. 0.03. So, am I disappointed in that? Geez, I thought I might have got a little bit more than that. It looked more than that, but obviously it wasn't as much as I thought. I have got a bucket in the vehicle, and I done a test pan one time, and I was saying on my tape that I got about half as much as in one pan than I got in 10 buckets upstream. So, and that gold that was there was about half a dozen pieces, or 10. I put them in with that sand that I brought home, so I've got a little bit more there, plus whatever's in the sand, which may be barren. Anyway, 0.03, that's all. People, thinking about going back to Slady Creek next outing, and not looking for gold. I'm going to go through the motions of looking for gold, but that's not what it is. It's just about running a huge amount of buckets, and I'll be counting those buckets, and then reclaiming this and that, reclaiming the area, and just having a good day. So I'll see you guys next time I go out, probably in about 10 days, or 8, or 12. Over. Just have another here. I am Mono, over and out.